In the sun-scorched wilderness of En-Gedi, where wild goats danced on craggy cliffs, a king's fury chased a shepherd's shadow. King Saul, consumed by jealousy, hunted David through the ravines with 3,000 of his finest soldiers. David and his men, weary and cornered, took refuge in the deep, silent darkness of a remote cave. Suddenly, the harsh sunlight at the cave's entrance was blocked by a silhouette. It was Saul. Unaware of who watched from the shadows, the king entered the cavern to relieve himself, his guard left far behind. The hand of fate, it seemed, had drawn the hunter into the lion's den. Inside, the air grew thick with unspoken desire. Dust motes danced in the soft shafts of sunlight that pierced through cracks in the rock, illuminating the sleeping form of the king. His royal spear, the very one he had twice thrown at David, lay vulnerably beside him. "This is the day," David's men hissed from the gloom, their eyes gleaming with anticipation. "The Lord has delivered your enemy into your hands. Do what you see fit." Vengeance was a whisper away, a single righteous thrust in the dark. But as David crept forward, his heart pounded with a different rhythm. He saw not just an enemy, but a man, God's anointed, sleeping and helpless. With a breath held tight in his chest, he drew his blade, but he did not raise it to strike. Instead, with the silent precision of a shadow, he reached down and sliced a corner from Saul's royal robe. The soft snip of the fabric was a thunderclap in the suffocating silence. He retreated back into the darkness, the piece of cloth clutched in his hand. His men stared, confused. A firm, noble resolve settled on David's face as he held up his hand to silence them. "The Lord forbid that I should do this thing to my master," he whispered with unshakable authority, "to stretch out my hand against him, since he is the anointed of the Lord." In that profound moment of stillness, David taught his men, and himself, a lesson that would echo for eternity. He held the small piece of fabric, his heart now aching with remorse for even this minor transgression, and understood the weight of his choice. To kill Saul would have been easy, a release of fear and frustration, but to spare him was the harder, stronger path. It was an act of absolute trust, leaving justice in the hands of God rather than seizing it with a blood-stained hand. He chose to honor the sacred office of the king, even when the man himself was flawed. In doing so, he protected not only Saul's life, but his own conscience and claim to a kingdom built on honor, not assassination. Outside, the hills stretched into the vast, indifferent distance, a testament to a world governed by laws far greater than the whims of men. Strength is proven not by taking revenge, but by showing mercy.